Hello. Thank you for coming to my presentation. Let's begin. For my documentary analysis, I chose to focus on Fed a Lie. Now, the documentary, released just a few months ago, explores the issue of the current public health crisis being seen in America. Now, many may not be aware, but as of 2023, the National Institutes of Health predict that 40%, 4 out of 10 American adults, will be diagnosed with some form of cancer during their lifetimes. At the same time, cardiovascular disease affects currently 50% or half of all American adults. So, this is the 10,000-pound elephant in the room, and this is the issue that the documentary seeks to explore. Now, there are two main points the documentary tries to make. The first being that it is seed oils and their proliferation in the American diet since the 1920s that has been one of the key driving forces behind this epidemic. The second being that some of our regulatory institutions, being, for example, the American Heart Association, have become not only aware, but also complicit in this poisoning, primarily through corporate greed. Now, the documentary utilizes ethos throughout in the form of testimony and statistics. There are three main narrators for the documentary. They're all pictured here below: Paul Saladino, Nina Teckles, and Chris Knob. Now, these three individuals seek to further the documentary's agenda by using their own expert testimony regarding the mechanisms of action through which these seed oils are poisoning Americans and statistics, primarily historical U.S. health statistics and U.S. consumption statistics regarding seed oils. The documentary is very keen to point out the credibility of these speakers using terms like double board certified MD and clinical professor emeritus very early in the documentary in their introductions. Overall, through their expert testimony, through the statistics they employ to further their points, and because of their credibility, the documentary makes very good use of ethos. Now, the other side of this coin is the logos employed by the documentary. And this is primarily done through scientific research. The documentary refers to a variety of studies, between 10 and 15 to be exact, which do two things. First, they point to a clear danger with the human consumption of seed oils. And second, they highlight not only a correlation as pointed to earlier on in the documentary, but they highlight further a causality linking seed oil consumption to chronic diseases, primarily various forms of cancer. Now, because of the veracity of these studies, along with the testimony of the expert speakers earlier in the documentary, they all seem to fit very logically and very coherently into the documentary's main thesis, really helping to drive home the main points the producers tried to put forth. So, all in all, it was a very good documentary. I hope if you have a second, have some free time, that you will check it out. I've included a link to the documentary's website, along with some links to some of the studies I've referenced here in the presentation. But other than that, thank you for coming. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.